with Shahram Akbarzadeh. He's a professor of Middle East politics at Deakin University, Australia, and a senior fellow at the Middle East Council in Doha. Thank you so much for being with us on the program, Professor. Now, looking at these pictures of thousands of people commemorating the late President Ebrahim Raisi, what does that tell us about his position in the country and what he meant to the public?
Well, I think as previous reports have suggested, there are different publics in the Islamic Republic of Iran. There is a part of the population that's very much has a vested interest in the Islamic Republic. There are material benefits that if you're affiliated with the Islamic Revolutionary Guards, they would draw from, benefit from. But you also have a large chunk of population, something like 60%, that is completely disillusioned with the regime and doesn't buy into the revolutionary rhetoric that the regime produces on a daily basis.
Right, so we do know that on June 28, elections are set to be held, and when Ebrahim Raisi was elected, there was a record low turnout in the country. Can we expect the same sort of turnout on June 28 if they do choose to elect someone similar to Ebrahim Raisi in terms of values?
Very much so, very much so. Electoral participation has been declining consistently across the years. And in fact, the last parliamentary election earlier this year, the participation rate was just over 40%. That means 60% of the population didn't really care about participating, didn't see any hope in participating, didn't expect any change to come out of the election. And this was noted by the Supreme Leader himself, who said participation would demonstrate regime legitimacy. So this has been a major, I guess, slap in the face of the regime.
Right, and we do know that the Hamas leader, Ismail Haniyeh, is currently in Tehran at that funeral ceremony, also commemorating the late president. What does that tell us about the relations between Hamas and Iran currently?
I think the relationship between Iran and Hamas, Iran and Hezbollah, and the various other proxy actors will remain quite solid, solid as ever. It's not going to be affected by the demise of the president because this kind of relationship is fundamental to Iran's revolutionary vision and Iran's, anti-U.S. and anti-Israel agenda. Iran is not going to compromise its relationship, its patronage of various actors, and will push through. So any change in the leadership in terms of who is going to occupy the presidency will continue, will not affect that kind of relationship.
All right, Professor Shahram Akbarzadeh, thank you so much for being with us here on TRT World and sharing that analysis with us.